Hello everyone and welcome to the second video I'm going to be uploading for the SixManArmy YouTube channel. I am Lurlian and I'm going to be bringing you some more StarCraft 2 action. I've got another really fine match lined up for you. It's going to be a Protoss versus Zerg. Actually, that's another Protoss versus Zerg. I guess the first game was a Protoss versus Zerg as well. But this is going to be turning out to be quite a different game, I do expect, because it is played between two team members. Liquid Red, our Red Zerg player, in the top spawn position on MLG Shadow Temple. It's going to be facing off against Liquid Hero, our Protoss, in the blue colors, spawning in the 6 o'clock. So cross spawn positions usually makes for really fun games on this map. I'm definitely looking forward to how this is going to turn out. This match was played on MLG, or at MLG, a few weeks ago. The winner's round 3, as you can see from the overlay. It's going to be a best of three between these two players. Could turn out to be a really sick series, because both players, of course, very well aware of each other's playstyles. They practice a ton against each other, so we might see some really odd and some really weird builds here, because that's what they're going to try to do. Try to catch their opponent off guard by doing something they usually don't do. Looks like Hero is not going to go for some kind of a Forge Expand. Sometimes we see Protoss players do it on this map, but it's a little bit risky because this area is quite wide open and very tough to wall off. So Hero going to play the standard meta game, I guess. Getting up a gas. His gateway is on the way, like I pointed out. Back in Liquid Red space, or Zerg player, we see he's getting an extractor and a spawning pool, so he wants to get out an early speed just to be able to secure that natural oh so easily. He does not want that to be blocked off by a pylon or a probe. So going to be doing this build that pretty much makes sure that your hatchery goes down at the timing you're planning it to go down, because the Zerglings will be out earlier and they will have speed earlier, so there's going to be a very small window for this probe to do anything. This probe's being a little bit cute here, trying to do some damage, zapping away at the drones, but not doing an awful lot of damage. Of course, Rat is probably a little bit annoyed by this. It's always annoying to have your drones get zapped at, but this probe will take so long before it finally kills one. One drone actually getting a little bit low right now, and Rat pulling one of them off. Hero is actually doing a nice harassment job here with this one probe. Oh, it gets surrounded. No, it doesn't. Nice mineral walk there by Hero, who is getting up his Cybercore in his main base, and a second gas. Oh, so standard play. We could very well see a 3-gate expand or a 1-gate expand out of him. There is a build that has been becoming more and more popular lately, and that is 1-gate Stargate pressure expand. It's a really cool build. We could see Hero do that as well. He's of course known for his Phoenix play in pretty much every matchup. Not as much in PvP, but in the other matchups he likes the Phoenixes quite a bit, so I'm definitely hoping to see some kind of Stargate play out of him, but a 1-gate expand would be completely fine as well. Actually, Hero chrono boosting out a Stalker right now, so I don't think we're going to be seeing a 3-gate expand, because usually when you do that kind of build you get a Sentry second, so it's going to be a Stalker popping out, and this one Zergling out of Red will be finding out that indeed there is a Stalker on the way, and that something fishy could be coming. You never know. And there's the Stargate actually going down. Interesting. This one Ling sees the one Stalker, and this is gonna, well, make Red a little bit suspicious, I guess. It's not that he has a big problem right now, or he should be really worried. It's just that he has to pay a little bit of attention, extra attention to what his opponent is doing, because that Stalker is a little bit unusual. There is a Overlord in position to be able to scout this Stargate if he so chooses, if this Overlord chooses to go in there. Looks like Red is already working on the Destructible Rocks leading up to his third base. He might want to take that really early. That is very risky. Actually, what is he doing right now? He's pulling off all his Zerglings to go to the middle of the map. Maybe he thinks something is coming. Single Sentry is out, and actually a Void Ray on the way for Hero. That is, of course, the build that I was talking about a little while ago, the 1-gate Stargate expand. It's just that Hero is adding on another gateway, so that's going to make his Nexus a little bit later, and he does have to do more damage with this build. Red still not really preparing in any way, shape, or form. He doesn't have that evolution chamber. He could really use an evolution chamber right now. This Overlord, that could actually get picked off if Hero wants to pick it off. Red's trying to see a little bit with that Overlord, but just wasn't able to get in there. The Zergling is still scouting around. If I were Red right now, I'd be so wary, so unsure of what is going down. He still does not know about this Nexus going down, and he's only seen a Stalker and a Sentry and a Zealot, and he is still not getting an evolution chamber. So what if his opponent would be going DTs right now? There's no indication that that is not the case. The Void Ray is now out. Where is the Void Ray actually at? Ah, there it is. It killed off the Overlord, so Red is now going to be aware that there is going to be a Stargate build on the way. He is getting an Evolution Chamber in the back of his mineral line, so he will be able to get those Spore Crawlers up in time to deal with the Void Ray. Doesn't really need to get too many because it's only one Stargate, and one Stargate isn't as dangerous, of course. Gonna follow it up with Phoenix after, hoping to lift some Queens and kill them off really fast. So here goes that one Void Ray. Gonna be making his way into some Queens over here. Has to be careful. 3 Queens are here out of Red, doing a ton of damage to this first Void Ray, and it, oh my god, it loses all his shields and half its HP. The Lynx out of Red now poking in. He is now very well aware that there is an expansion on the way, so that's gonna make him feel a little bit more safe. He takes his 3rd base. Wow, that is risky right now. How is he gonna hold that? These Queens need to start moving ASAP. Where are the Phoenix actually at? He's actually saving all his Phoenix right now. He's keeping him in his main base. He wants to surprise his opponent with those Phoenix. He's only made 1 Void Ray, and Liquid Red might be thinking, okay, this is just a Void Ray expand build, and then all of a sudden there are 3 or 4 Phoenix joining up, and those Queens are going to be so caught off guard. This is going to be a little bit tough here for Red. He could lose both those Queens if Hero decides to push in here right now. The Void Ray once again going in, hoping to get a Queen out of position. Gets one out of position. The other one is near the Spore Crawler, so she is going to be a little bit more safe. And oh, she gets lifted up as well. The Spore Crawler finishes, but the Phoenix are out of range. Oh man, there's a lot of damage being done here. This Phoenix might go down to the Spore Crawler though. Oh, the Queen gets dropped again. This is not the best control out of Hero. He does take down both Queens. He doesn't lose a single Phoenix, so I guess he's doing a good job. But man, he took so much damage on those Phoenix, and them staying alive at 2118 HP, that's more luck than skill, I'd have to say. This Void Ray taking some more damage, 60 HP, 50 HP, and the Queen gets lifted again, and is probably gonna go down. Yeah, it is, and Red is taking so much damage from this 2-gate Stargate build right now. Hero, in the meantime, is getting on, is working, I'd have to say, on these destructible rocks over here to get his own 3rd base up, because of course he needs to keep up a little bit. Those Phoenix trying to pick off some drones, but there is a Spore Crawler doing a lot of damage, still not killing any of the Phoenix. Oh, look at that, that's so lucky. 3 HP on the Phoenix, they're all so low. Liquid Hero is definitely a little bit lucky there, and he's looking to be in a really fine position right now. Taking a look at the unit staff, we see that Red is at 71 drones. Oh my god, we're at the 10-minute mark and Red has already got 71 drones. That's pretty crazy. The Air Armada for Liquid Hero now coming into the natural of Liquid Red to do some damage, lifting up some Queens, doing some good damage. The Void Ray has to be careful though. Don't lose this Void Ray. And more Queens keep on falling for Red. He is just losing every Queen that he makes. He cannot really get up to that critical mass. The Phoenix are getting really high in numbers right now. There's already 7 of them, with a 8th one going to be joining up soon, and he could choose to produce more, or maybe he wants to really start his tech switching for the mid game. Maybe go into some Colossi, who knows. Some more Phoenix action lifting going on, killing another few drones. The Queen actually getting lift and taken care of really easily there. Once again, Red losing all his Queens. He doesn't have a Queen at his natural. He doesn't have a Queen at his 3rd right now, and that's going to make him starve for Larva a little bit. 1 Phoenix finally falling there. That's good for Red. He has to be careful with these Hydras not to get them out of position. He doesn't have that many of them just yet. More Hydras are on the way. Meanwhile, back in Liquid Hero's base, we see he is going to be taking up to some very early Colossi. His 3rd base is on the way, getting a nice wall off going over here to make sure it is safe. Spire on the way for Red. Is he going to go into Mutas? That would be a pretty weird decision right now, because with the amount of Phoenix that are out right now, which is 8, that's going to be really tough. And Hydra getting lifted up and taken care of. These Phoenix are still doing so much damage. Only 1 Spore Crawler to defend all these Overlords, and here come all the Hydras. That's a ton of Hydras. They will be able to deter the Phoenix for now. Liquid Hero was moving out for a second with his army to the middle of the map. That should have been a mistake. Could have been a mistake. 4th base now for Hero on the way, or actually the 3rd base is for Hero. The 4th base for Red already, and Red is already taking up to an Hive. That is so early to be going for Hive. I'm not too sure if it's going to work out. It's definitely a little bit of a pretty big risk that he's taking. He already has just had the Spire finish up as well, so he could try to go for some super early Broodlords, but that is always a risky play against any Protoss player, because there's so many timings Protoss players can hit before that Hive and the Broodlords are really out. Oh, the Phoenix! Oh my god, one Phoenix, two Phoenix falling just to take out one Overlord. That was not worth it. Hero has to be a little bit more careful with his Phoenix. That's actually the first time this game he's been really sloppy. Some Zerglings killing the rocks over here, but of course Red doesn't know that there is a nice wall of with gateways and cannons there, so not going to be able to do too much. Two Zerglings over here going to be scouting the army composition of his opponent. Sees there's Colossi out, and we should get him. We should see Red get something in response. Maybe some extra roaches, maybe some corruptors to deal with the Colossus. You definitely need to get something, and this game is turning out to be quite the epic macro game right now, because both players are looking like they want to take a fourth base. Oh, the Phoenix getting in here and killing so much more stuff. They've been so cost effective, these Phoenixes. Taking a look at their kill counts, 3, 4, 3. They've got a lot of kills shared among them. The Hydra's trying to take out some more of those Phoenix, not really managing to do so though. Fifth base already on the way for Red, and we're only at the 15-minute mark. This is kind of crazy. Army for Hero is starting to look really scary, while Red is getting one of Arthos' favorite upgrades, the Adrenal Glands, that's going to make those Zerglings attack 20% faster and make him able to do so much more damage. A lot of roaches here in the middle of the map getting caught off guard and taken out. The supplies are really equal right now, and oh man, there we finally see Red add in those Corruptors, but those Corruptors are definitely a little bit late. Counterattack at the Nexus. Oh, he was actually, if he would have focused that, he might have been able to get it and do a ton of damage to Hero, but that fourth base will finish up. Some Zealots over here going to be trying to deny this base, but I do think Red should be on top of that in denying it. Or is he? Here go those Hydras again. My mouse is freaking out a little bit. There we go. So, Hero now in the middle of the map with a really nice army composition. He has 3 Colossi in here against... his opponent does have a lot of Corruptors right now. That he already has... How many on the field? He has 10 on the field with 6 more on the way. So he's going to go to 16. Are we actually going to see an engagement here? Looks like we are. Red is actually going in here with the low Corruptor count that he has. But those Corruptors are dealing with the Colossi quite fast. But the Hydra's just melting before they can really get to do anything. Some Hydra's out of position here and not joining the battle as much. He needs to take out these Phoenix as well. They are so annoying. Oh, the sentries for a Hero are a lot of sentries with full energy falling there. Those Hydras in the back actually sandwiching the army now a little bit. I don't think this is going to be good for a Hero. He's losing pretty much his entire army. This was pretty much a trade here between the two players. We should see Red push in here a little bit more. He could have easily taken this out with the army that he's got right now. A little bit of a mistake there by Red falling back. That's okay. In the meantime, the Zealots denied the 5th base over here out of Red and are now looking to do some damage at the 4th base as well. So many drones are there to be taken out. 4th base now on the up and running for Hero as well. And looks like Hero wants to be aggressive with his really small army that he's got right now. What a big risk that Hero is taking here. This is not a very strong army right now. But then again, Liquid Red's army is non-existent pretty much at this point. He has some Zerglings, some Hydras, and a few Roaches, but his army is just not as good at the moment either. More Zealots going to be warped in to try and deny this 5th base, but these Zerglings are already in position. Upgrades on the Zerglings, only 1 armor, while the Zealots have 2, 1. They're going to deal with those Zerglings so fast. We definitely need to see Red get some more upgrades. He is getting those right now, but they're going to be a long way from finishing. Hero now pushing through the middle of the map, catching a few Roaches off guard, and a few Corruptors fall. And does Liquid Hero have Storm? What is our Templar doing there? They are not able to Storm just yet because the upgrade hasn't finished, and this is not good by Hero. He's just being so cost inefficient here. Storm will finish up in just a second. Those Storms could save the day here. This Templar is alive, has 1 Storm, and beautiful Storm there, doing so much damage to the Roaches and Hydras, actually forcing them back. But Red is preparing his Broodlord transition right now. Those Zealots were taken out, didn't do too much damage. Taking a quick look at the worker kill tab, we can see that a total of 18 workers has been killed by Hero, which is mainly the drones that his Phoenix killed in the early game. Some Zerglings gonna try and get some scouting information here, and this is a nice timing here. He might be able to kill this 1 probe. No, he's focusing on some Zealots. Might kill 1 Zealot in return for all these links. Not really worth it. But forcing Liquid Hero to warp in defensively is always a good idea. You don't want those Zealots to be too aggressive and try to deny your bases, because Liquid Hero is quite the multitasker. He now has an Warp Prism in his army as well. What are these Zerglings doing? apart from dying. They were trying to be cute, but most of them will be taken out by that Colossus over there. Actually, they're so fast right now, that didn't even matter much. What are these spine crawlers doing here? There's not even creep here. This looks so weird to see spine crawlers buried on a place where there's no creep. That looks just off. Stalker's blinking into the potential 6 base of Red right now, but it is still not up. Red is still on 5 bases, and he's going to be going up to Hero's 5 base as well. And I think Red is playing a little bit too passive right now. He's got such a fantastic window. He's got a lot of Broodlords and stuff that he could morph. He's got a fantastic army composition right now. These Stalkers will just blink out of there. Not too many of them go down. Nicely done by Hero. Only one Colossus though, he needs to get a few more. What is this one Corruptor doing? Shooting once at the Warp Prism and then getting killed. I would love to see Liquid Red push out right now. He's got a pretty decent army composition. He just needs to throw away a few of those Lings and morph some extra Broodlords, and I don't think that Hero will be able to hold. What is Red waiting for? He's maxed out. He's got a fantastic army. Really odd. Fungal growth going down on the Stalkers. Most of them will be taken out. A big counterattack. This is what I was waiting for. Some Links being thrown away. Some Storms going down. They will take care of those Links so fast. Look at that. Almost all the Links perishing. The only thing he gets in return is killing all the cannons. But like I pointed out before, this is just to free up some supply. Oh, a Templar going down here with enough energy for a Storm. That is always a bad thing to be doing. As a Zerg player, 11 Broodlords are being morphed right now by Liquid Red. Maybe he threw a little bit too many Lings away and he's forced him to remake another 40 right now, but that's okay. The army for Hero is really split up right now. He's got one small portion over here, a few Stalkers there, some more Colossi sitting over here. And if Red would be able to, or would attack into this small army over here right now, it would be so bad for a Hero. He would be completely out of position, and he would have to try and rejoin his army together. Here come all the Broodlords trying to deal with the Stalkers. I don't know, man. We got, in the meantime, a drop going down. I guess a Warp Prism. Wow, so many Zealots being warped in. 9 Zealots at the time. What a balls. He's trying to do a ton of damage here. The Zealots actually in the hold position, not doing anything. The other Zealots are being taken care of by the Lynx. 2-2 upgrades now for Red versus the 3-1 upgrades for a Hero, so the upgrades are quite equal. Those Broodlords, what is Red waiting for right now? I guess he's trying to defend. Oh, what is that Colossus doing there? That was not good. Is he going to get the spawning pool? That's going to be really good for Liquid Hero there, and yeah, the spawning pool falls. No more Zerglings are going to be able to be produced by Red. Now forced to start some roaches. Mothership is about to finish up. Where is it at? Ooh, there it is. Nicely done by Hero. That Mothership is going to be so cool to watch. I hope to see some nice Vortex and Recall play going down. Red still being so passive. He's got such a fantastic army right now. What is he waiting for? Where are all his Broodlords at, by the way? Where are all his Broodlords at? He has 11. Not too sure where they're. Oh, there they are. They were chilling over here. So 11 Broodlords out right now. 5 more on the way. That's going to make him go up to 16. What a nice army composition for Red. And he still has such a good timing window. I'm not too sure what he's waiting for. His opponent is getting the perfect late game Protoss army. And the only thing that Red is gaining right now is more Broodlords. But he would have been able to hit such a fantastic timing if he would have done it a little bit earlier. That's a little bit sloppy, I guess, by Red. And now another Warp Prism attack going down here. So many Zealots being warped in. Is he going to be able to get the Roach Warren? And that's going to... Oh my god, Red is not going to be able to produce a lot of stuff right now. And he's going to be forced to attack. He needs to rebuild his spawning pool, or he did already, but he needs to rebuild the Roach Warren as well. Here we go, the Broodlords. Oh, nice Vortex there. Most of the Broodlords going into that. And he has to be so careful. Nice feedbacks going down. Nice Storms going down as well. Oh, this is not going to be good for Red. He is plummeting in supply. Nice Storm going down on the infested Terrans as well. All the Archons are going to be close enough to AoE these Broodlords. Oh my god, look at all these Broodlords going down. Oh, this is a complete massacre here. This could very well be game for Red right now. He has got nothing to follow this up with. His entire super expensive army that he worked years for is going to get destroyed. And there's the GG out of Liquid Red. Liquid Hero is going to be taking this game. Fantastic multitasking skills. His Zealots were killing everything in the main base, and a lot of damage was being done in the natural as well. Could have seen some nice Storms out of that one High Templar. But that's going to be it for Game 1, guys. Thank you for tuning in to SixManArmy once more. I am Lurlian. The second game will be uploaded, the second and third game of this series will be uploaded on my YouTube channel, Lurlian TV. So if you want to see Game 2 in the 6 series between these two teammates, you should definitely check out my YouTube channel. It will be up there in a couple of hours. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Saturday for another StarCraft 2 commentary.